Greetings everyone. Today's video starts at the end, or almost the end. It's the story of a guy that just couldn't quit digging, looking for resolution. It's the new year, January 1st. So many holes. This is a story of a man with a backhoe and a mission to find an underground leak. Did he find it? Well, let's just keep watching. Swing, better swing. We'll curl that bucket up. She's not the fastest machine, but she is paid for. And Oliver. And we'll get that rigger out, stabilizer, whatever you want to call it. And it doesn't immediately go down squirting oil all over. I think I'll call that a success. Herman, your turn's coming soon. Alright. Pick a gear, any gear, it doesn't matter. This baby's got reverse of torque. Push the R pedal to go backwards. And it's tied in with the throttle. So the more you push, the more the engine revs up. And then brakes are on the left. That takes a little getting used to. And then you push on F to go the other way. But I should probably close my burn. It's muddy, cold, damp, nasty. It's a long drive. Dig pretty easy with the constant rain we've had all week, because you know it's Christmas time in Michigan. I heard on the news last night we were close to breaking the record for the warmest December on record for Lansing, Michigan anyways. And we're gonna pull over here. We'll try right in there. So what we've got for a project here is a broken water line. You may have seen me dig right over there and eliminate a hydrant about this time last year, and that's held fine. But sometime this fall, I don't know, it seemed like I noticed it in September, the water pump was kicking on more often. So I finally shut off the outdoor water and watched the pressure gauge, and it was slowly going down before I shut it off. Once I shut it off, the needle stopped moving. So we know the leak's outside somewhere. Normally, just let it go, it'll saturate the ground, eventually you'll get a wet spot. Well, it's just been so stinking wet this fall. It wasn't until the beginning of November when things dried up and I was finally able to run beans. I was walking through here. This is where almost all the wagons come in here and circle around to go over to the grain bins. So I haven't really been wanting to dig over here and have it all soft. But I was walking through here and I noticed a wet spot right about there. And first it kind of, because it hadn't rained, it hadn't been dew, kind of threw me for a loop, and then it hit me. That's where my water leak's at. So that's good. And of course it's been wet ever since, and I finally turned the water off because it was getting more and more leaky, where the pump was running 100% of the time. I'm guessing I am going to find, there used to be a barn right here, and there was a driveway that went through there and kind of circled around by that barn and back around the other side of the barns, and down under that barn is a water hydrant in the corner. And my guess is there's a line that comes from there over to here to TN, and that junction is probably rusted through. It was plastic pipe over there, and I know there's plastic pipe over there. Somewhere in between we could find metal. My guess is it's probably under the drive. I think it is just down there. It probably follows. It's gonna be close to the edge. It was wet right where so I'll probably start digging in the yard, hopefully just the side of it, and then get in there with a shovel by hand and try to find it the easy way, or the less destructive way. So, but yeah, I'm thinking it was right here. I should have put a flag on it or something. Of course, I was going through with so many wagons, I would have smushed my flag, or I don't know. Doesn't matter now. Well, no pipe yet, but I do have I need to tighten up the pipe thread there. Got a little bit seeping out. Now that can wait. I think I will turn on the water and see if anything starts seeping out, see if I'm getting close. I'm seeing some mixture of soil, so someone's dug in here in the past, but I haven't hit any lines. I think this is pretty close. It might be back this way just a little bit. Like I say, it might be under the drive, and just the compaction of the driveway made the water come up a little more sideways. Hey, there's a rag. All right, water. Well, no water yet. I guess I'll start digging back this way and, you know, hope for the best or something like that. Well, I found the line. I don't know if that was the leak. It is now. But I better go shut the water off before I have a pond. why are you still running? I must not have you shut off all the way. That's definitely not helping things. Oh yeah, it lights up now.
Yep, there you go.
All right. Doctor's orders.
Oh,
you see something?
oh yeah, you just push something. Keep going, I guess, slower. Oh boy. Hell of a lot of debris.
Yeah, it sounds gritty. Well, hopefully I've got footage of what we scoped, and I think that's 1 inch. It's gonna be. Didn't really see anything obvious all the way to the next joint. So what I'm gonna do is cap off this line. It's the pressure, and turn it on and see if the pressure stays up or falls off. At least I know it's between here and the pump, if that's the case, and if not, it's somewhere beyond here. I doubt I got exactly in the right spot. Maybe that's only 3/4 inch line. But like I said, it's 1 inch now. It's pretty thick stuff. Maybe my repair from last year got screwed up. You know, if I'm gonna do something, I might as well do it twice. We've got the pressure gauge. I'll open the valve, probably a little bit of a drop to pressurize the line, but it should stop if it's not leaking on this side. Well, it seems like it leveled up. Oh, no, no. I'll turn the line back off so I can build up pressure. Yeah, she can't seem to build above 35 psi. Now let's go outside and see if anything's coming through. Well, it ain't leaking here, but it must be following the pipe down. It ain't coming out yet, but it must be leaking somewhere. I guess the next most obvious thing would be where I dug up and took out the hydrant last year. There is somewhere in here a line that tees and goes up to the old house on the hill. And that very well could be it, because it's plastic part of the way and metal the rest. Might as well shut the water back off. And I will, guess I'm gonna leave this capped off for now. Put the backhoe away. See if anything started working its way through. Nothing yet. There's a, it looks like a power cable, but it's actually a walnut root that is following that line through, and that probably lets the water help follow through too. We shoved that scope and didn't see anything out of the ordinary all the way back to the junction, or the splice, and couldn't get the camera into the splice, so it could be on the next There's 2 splices there. I had to make a small chunk to make the 2 halves reach. So it could be one of them's leaking. All right, yep, it's getting dark fast. I'll put my toys away and we'll just have to, maybe I can pick this up tomorrow. Well, another advantage to making YouTube videos is I looked up last year's video so I could get a better idea of where all this was at and not hit it. So I should be pretty close. Come on. You gotta be in there somewhere. I should be close, but I got a pile here. I'm gonna go clean out my hole with the backhoe and then try some more. It was pretty much even with the concrete. So if I stay back, I should be all right. Famous last words. I guess it was under the concrete a little bit. Right now, it's not looking like it was the problem. I think I'll take a little more off of the backhoe now that I know exactly where it's at. But, you know, if it's leaking right in there, water should squirt out. So maybe I'll go turn the water on and see what happens. Let's see. I'm gonna guess nothing's coming out. Oh yeah, dry. I'm thinking if that was the offending thing, if it was at those joints, she'd be squirting out for as fast as it's using up water anyways. Well, my next oh, it's weird, I had water bubbling up over there. And definitely see the one joint. The other joint can't be too far under the dirt. I can't imagine it's doing it, but there is the where it goes up to the old house, which, let's see, that's right in there. Should be somewhere right in here. Don't need water up there anymore. And there's metal pipe fittings. Guess might as well dig it up and disconnect it, and hopefully that's the problem. It's funny that I'd get water way over there, but maybe it followed the outside of the water line, and I don't know. Hey, there's some pipe and some wet dirt. Okay, well, I found it. I know you get up there farther, it's steel, because I replaced part of this years ago with plastic. So I'll keep scraping some off the top, just a little bit shallower than what that is, and try to work back to where it tees in. That shouldn't be too hard, should it? Look, it's the old air compressor line I believe I hit last time I did this project. There's the tee. I'm gonna dig some more out over here, maybe a little there, a little the back side of it, so I got more room to work. At least I know where it's at now. That looks metal. Imagine that. Well, my ability to judge depth compared to my desire to not shovel was off, and I caught it. There's the tee up there on the pile. Broke off on this side, pulled out of this side, but I did find there's another splice back there, so I will eventually splice into this, back to this, so there's only 2 splices and not 3. So what I'm going to do is cut this off, cap it off, and turn the pressure on and see if it holds pressure. That at least lets me know it's nowhere between here and there. Put a little heat on the situation. And if I have the right part in my hand, it might make a difference too. Oh, I have it soft enough. Oh yeah. There. Oh, hot. I don't know why. If I take everything out of the hole, if I leave stuff down here in the hole, it'll pop out and have all my tools and stuff in water. She's almost down to turning on anyways. Well, that's good news, because that pressure's low. It would have kicked it on by now, so I think I can safely turn it back off for the time being. Here, I will open up and drop the pressure until she kicks on. Now, if it can build pressure and shut off, even though that outside line's on, we know the leak is somewhere past that point. I think we have made progress. Oh look, even some extra pipe. Just the heavy wall stuff. Pump shut off. Okay, at least partial success. We have no leak there, no pressure drop. Hey, I'm gonna make a parts run. I need more hose clamps. I'm not gonna reuse them crusty old ones. And probably another splice or 2 just to be safe. Should need 1, 2, although that one's probably not bad, it's plastic. But just to be spare or safe, 1, 2, 3, 4 down there. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 4 hose clamps for each splice. So yeah, that sounds right. All right, went and got me a bag of American-made stainless steel hose clamps. Got steel, galvanized steel barbs in there. Got this one closed up. We'll go look at the other one, but it's closed up. It's time for the pressure test. Here's the other one. Just a little water came out of the line when I was hooking everything up. Let's see if we can make a pond. I hope not. It's cold and damp. Tired of being in a hole. Okay, I expect to see a little pressure drop when the line fills up. But once it's full, hopefully that's it. Well, that's already a good sign. All right, I'm gonna open this small valve here. It'll run into the sump pump. Get the pressure low enough to kick on. I kind of lowered the pressure some so that the leak would be a little slower. Okay, now let's see. It'll fill her up. Go, baby, go. We're up to 40. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah. The valve is open and the pump was able to shut off and maintain pressure. I don't see the needle moving. I think the problem has been solved. Should have started at that end. That's the simple part. Should have started where the problem was. Darkness is settling upon us once again. It doesn't look like any more water than before. It's under pressure. I suppose I should go get my shovel. Why did I leave it down there? Well, it's nice to know it wasn't last year's repair that failed. What gets me is how the water was, why I had this wet spot over here when it was leaking going up to that old house. I just don't get that. It must have been following the line just like that tree root did. Got to where this dirt is really packed on the driveway and started coming up because it couldn't go sideways. I don't know. Maybe it was some kind of fluke. Maybe somebody pulled their car over and they must have really had to go though. It was a big spot. But no leaks there. I am going to leave the holes open for tonight. Let them sit under pressure, make sure nothing's going to leak on me. And I'll fill them up tomorrow. Flushing out the Kool-Aid water. Ooh, we stirred up some dirt. And she's starting to clear up. Get them air bubbles through. They're breaking out the rust and scale that's stuck to the inside of the pipe. We're going to backfill with the Gale. It's just a lot more maneuverable and you see what I'm doing a lot more too. Not that I can't backfill with a 1600. That loader is a beast. I'm probably going to more likely to bang into something or I don't know. I just like using the skid steer better for bucket work. See how well the old Kubota starts. It'll start. It's somewhere right around freezing. That's part of the reason I want to get those holes filled in. I don't need those water lines slushing up on me. Well, that could settle over the winter. Touch it up in the spring. All right, let's see if the 1600 will fire up after sitting out in the cold. Battery's a little on the soft side. Ah, man, I missed my... Well, not only did the 1600, the battery not like the cool, damp weather, neither did the GoPro, and it died. But needless to say, I jump started it off the skid steer, got her going, got her put away, and everything is filled in. It can get cold now. Well, another successful project. Water. But the toilet valve, fill valve, paid the ultimate price. Some crud come through the line and just it wasn't working right after that. I tried blowing air back through it. They got working for a while. It crudded up again. I decided for 17 bucks. It's fixed. So I hope everybody enjoyed watching a guy dig more holes than he needed to. And hey, here's Herman. He's coming up soon. And appreciate everybody watching. We will see you in the next one.